So if you've recently gone through a breakup, you're probably not feeling at your best. You're probably feeling a range of emotions from sadness to loneliness to a lack of motivation, and you're probably feeling pretty down on yourself. So how do you get your mojo back after a breakup? Well, let's discuss. Roll VT. Hello, welcome, my name's Andy O'Neill. This is my YouTube channel. I'm a life coach who specialises in breakups, breakup recovery and self-esteem. If you're new here and you've not yet subscribed, please consider hitting that button because I release videos every single week and I don't want you to miss out. So we all feel pretty lousy after a breakup, right? We feel sad, we feel alone, we feel worthless, our self-esteem takes a knock, our ego's been hit, and we pretty much stop doing things and stop enjoying life. We pretty much feel flat, right? We stop looking after ourselves. We don't eat well. Sometimes we don't eat at all, or if we do, we just eat crap. We're not active enough, we don't go to the gym, we don't go out on walks, and we generally just stop doing things. We even stop hanging out with friends. Right? You can get a phone call off a friend, right, and say, oh, there's this big party going on next week or some event and we can get tickets, I think it'd be really good, are you up for it? You'll say yeah, because you've got every intention of going. But you and I both know that on the day, you're going to phone your friends and say you can't make it. Because it's easier to sit at home, wallowing in self-pity and feeling the pain of the breakup than getting on with life and moving forward and going out and enjoy yourself. And that's because you've lost your mojo. So how do you get it back? Okay, well the first thing to say is, you do not try and win your ex back. You see, if you focus all your attention on that, everything else in your life becomes insignificant. Your full focus, your obsession comes with getting your ex back. But here's the problem, right? There's every chance that's not gonna work. You ain't gonna get your ex back. But by doing that, by not accepting that it's over, by not accepting that you're ready to move on, you're gonna remain still, stagnant, and you're gonna stop living your life. You're putting all your hopes into another person agreeing to get back with you. You've lost that ability to be happy yourself because you're hoping they can bring your happiness back. So rather than go to that party with your friends, rather than go to the gym, rather than go out and do something exciting, you'd rather sit at home thinking about your ex all day, scrolling through social media, looking at all the get your ex back schemes and off and go no contact and then try and win them back and then I send them a letter and all this kind of stuff. That's obsession, right? And that's destroying your mojo. That's destroying your self-esteem because as every day passes and you don't win your ex back, you're going to keep feeling like shit. And what adds to that is you're not doing the very things that's going to make you feel better. So the first thing to do is forget winning your ex back. Focus on you. For those of you who've been subscribed for a while, you know that's a common theme that I say right throughout my videos. I can't stress enough how you're going to waste the next 6, 12 months of your life focusing on winning your ex back when you could be spending that time on you and getting your own mojo back. So stop looking at all these schemes to get your ex back. Stop thinking about love spells and all that crap and just focus on you. You have to accept that your ex is gone and they're not coming back. And now it's your time. The second thing is no dating. Now I know the temptation's there to jump in one of these dating apps and start going out on a load of dates because it makes you feel good and it strokes your ego. But it's actually no good for you right now. You're still healing from the breakup. And until you're fully healed, you shouldn't go out dating. Because all you're doing is you're looking for somebody else to make you happy. You're not thinking about trying to make yourself happy. You wanted your ex back to try and make you happy. And because that can't happen, you're going to go and find somebody else. Well, what about just having a pause, just having a break from it all and going, actually, let me try and work on making me happy. Let me try and work on getting my own mojo back rather than relying on somebody else. So just for now, just for the next couple of months, no dating. You see, what you need to try and do is learn how to make yourself happy again, because that's what you've lost. By losing your mojo, you've lost the ability to make yourself happy. And you now need to get that back. And that starts with getting back to doing all the things that you love doing. And I've spoke about stuff like this before, right? But your mind right now is telling you not to go and do certain things. Like if your friends arrange to go to a party or something, you're not going to go because you're going to tell yourself, I won't enjoy that. I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm thinking about my ex too much. It's better if I just don't go and I just stay in the house on my own feeling like shit. That's what your brain's telling you. But what you need to do, and people who know this channel will know what I'm about to say, you need to take a leap of faith. You need to do a leap of faith list. So the leap of faith list is a set of things that you've enjoyed doing in the past, and even a set of things that you've thought about doing but never have, right? So let's say, I don't know, maybe you've got a keen interest in going go-karting, or maybe you've got a keen interest in hiking, and in the past you've done those things and you've really enjoyed it, you've got a buzz out of it. But right now your head's telling you, don't do that, won't make you happy. Just let's sit here and suffer instead. What you need to do, list them all on your leap of faith list, right? And then you need to make a commitment with yourself that you're going to do one every single week. Just one, just for starters. And the leap of faith is because before you go, you're going to try and convince yourself not to bother, because this won't make me happy. I'm not going to enjoy this, so I'm not going to bother going. You need to take a leap of faith and trust the process and go, do you know what? I don't think this is going to make me happy, but I'm going to go anyway and I'll just see what happens. So maybe it is your friends ringing because they've arranged to go to a party and you're thinking to yourself, I can't go. Take a leap of faith. You need to start taking action and doing things. Otherwise, this feeling you've got right now, this feeling of lack of motivation, of sorrow, of not feeling great, of not enjoying life, it's not going to go away. You need to take action to get it to go away. If you don't, nothing's going to change. So think about how you're feeling right now. Do you still want to feel like this in 6 months' time? Because it can happen, trust me. Now to avoid that, you need to take this action. So start with your leap of faith list, all the things you've ever enjoyed doing in the past, and maybe some new things that you've thought about doing but never tried. And then make a commitment to do them. The next thing is setting goals. Now, I know a few of you will have rolled your eyes right now. Oh, it's always about goal setting, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is. Do you know why? Because it works. Because if you've not got something to look forward to, if you've not got something that you're progressing towards, if you've not got something that you can feel like you've achieved in doing, then you're going to feel like shit. You're going to keep feeling the way you're feeling and your mojo is not going to come back. So the way to do it is you set some goals for yourself. Some big goals, right? For the future. Not for right now, not for each day at the moment, just for the future, right? So it might be to build a business, or it might be to change the way your body looks, or it might be something to do with your house or a car or finances, whatever it is. Set some big long-term goals that you'd like to achieve in the future. Maybe it's a part of your dream life, right? They're your main goals. Maybe there's 3, maybe there's 5, okay? I want you to start visualizing and I want you to see what that feels like to have achieved those goals. Really sense how good it would feel to get to that point. The next step is to set some mini goals. Now, your mini goals are the things that you're going to do this week, but you need to attach them to your long-term goals. So what do I mean by that? Okay, so one of my dream scenarios is that I'm going to have a business that has a well-being centre locally, right? I love the idea of somewhere that the community can go to, especially those people who are feeling isolated and alone and they've not really got any friends. I like to have like a community centre where people can come to and get to spend time with other people, right? Now that's a big dream, right? That's a 5-year dream for me. But the things I do on a weekly basis, I've connected to that dream. So for instance, when I take my dog for a walk, believe it or not, I've connected taking my dog out for a walk to achieving that big dream. But how? How does that tie into my big dream? Right, okay, so I'm a big believer that if I'm going to help people, if I'm going to support people, if I'm going to be a life coach, then I need to practice what I preach, right? I need to actually put into place all the things that I talk about and not be a charlatan and just sit here and speak about things and then go off and do the exact opposite, okay? So for me, to get a wellbeing centre, I need my business to start booming. I need it to grow. I need it to have more revenue. I need it to be able to fund having a wellbeing centre. Now, in order to do that, I need to practice what I preach, because I believe if I practice what I preach, then more people will be attracted to the business. Now, one of the big things for me about increasing your self-esteem and feeling good about yourself is spending time in nature and movement. 2 of the 5 pillars of self-esteem, okay? So by taking my dog out every day, I'm spending time in nature and I'm going for a walk. Psychologically, I'm saying to myself, what I'm doing is I'm proving to people that I practice what I preach and that this shit works, okay? So by doing that, I've then connected that to that wellbeing centre. Every time I go out for that walk every day, I believe I'm one step closer to achieving that wellbeing centre. Now, you can do this with anything. So let's use a business as an example. So let's say one of your big goals is to have a business in 5 years, a booming business. You could easily connect making your bed and taking a shower with achieving that business. So let's try and think about that, right? How does making your bed of a morning and getting a shower connect to building a business that you want to have in 5 years' time? Okay, well, if I make my bed every day, then my bedroom is a clean and tidy space where I can go in and get good headspace to think about things. And that's what I'm going to need in order to build this business. By taking a shower every day, I'm feeling alive, I'm feeling energetic, I'm feeling refreshed, and it's going to set me up for the day. Okay, 2 things that you need to do to build your business. You need to feel alive, energetic, and motivated, which is what a shower can do for us. And you need clear headspace to think about things. So having a clean room, your bed made, your bedroom all nice and tidy, a nice space to go and retreat to when you need to think. So you've got 2 daily tasks that you probably do every single day that you've now connected to your big dream in 5 years' time. So what happens is you start setting them as goals. So making my bed, taking a shower, there's 2 goals. Every day you achieve them, subconsciously, you're going to feel like you've took a step closer to that big dream, that big goal of yours. And that is going to give you inspiration. It's going to make you feel motivated. It's going to give you a sense of achievement. And when you do that, when you start feeling that sense of achievement, when you feel that motivation inside, your mojo starts coming back. You're no longer focusing on your ex. You're focusing on you and your dreams. But not only that, you feel like you're moving towards it just by making your bed and taking a shower. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of 3 big things that you want to achieve in the next 2 years. 3, right? And then what I want you to ask yourself is, what can you do over the next week to take you towards those 3 things? Now, it could be daily things like brushing your teeth and making your bed, like I've just said, or it could be going to the gym, going out on hikes, or doing whatever. It might even be learning an online course, new skills that you need to get to that goal. Whatever it is, what can you do this coming week to help you progress towards that goal? But what you need to do is you need to list them, and then as you do them, you need to tick them off and recognize them as an achievement, recognize them as another step towards those big goals that you've set for yourself. If it helps, bang it in the comments. What are the things that you're going to achieve this week that's going to help you towards those big goals? And let's try and inspire each other. So again, let's say one of your big goals is you want to lose 2 stone. Maybe you're a little bit overweight, you're not feeling your healthiest, and you want to get into shape, right? What could you do this week to take you towards that big goal? It doesn't have to be smashing the gym 6 days a week. It doesn't have to be controlling and watching every single calorie. That can come in time, but just for this week, what could you achieve to help you towards that? So maybe it's, I'm going to go for a 10-minute walk every day. Just a 10-minute walk. It's easy, it's achievable. You bang it on your list, you cross it off, you'll feel one step closer to your big goal. You're going to feel productive. Okay, so in summary, you've gone through a breakup and you've lost your mojo. How do you get it back? Don't get it back by trying to win your ex back. You need to forget that, you need to accept it, and you need to move on. And if you're struggling doing that, I've got loads of videos that covers that subject, so just check them out. 2, you don't go dating again. You wait until you're healed. At the minute, you need to get your own mojo back, not relying on somebody else to give it you. So no dating. Then you need to do a leap of faith list, all the things that you've ever enjoyed doing and all the things you've thought about doing but never have. And you commit to doing one of them every week. And lastly, you set yourself some goals, some big achievable goals in the next few years, but also then some mini goals that you can do this week that you connect to those big goals so you can feel like you're progressing towards it. If you do those things and you do them consistently, you will start feeling good again. You will get your mojo back, I promise you. So stop sitting around doing nothing when you can take this action. If you really want to stop feeling the way you're feeling, then you need to get off your ass and you need to put these plans into place. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there. But again, thank you for all the support and all the kind comments. I really do appreciate every one of you. And I really appreciate all the suggestions for future videos as well. Please keep them coming. But until next time, nice one for watching, and I'll see you in the next. Laters.